Hi ladies, I'm Rosie Martinez and I'm part of the women's ministry. I wanted to speak to you today on Luke chapter 10 verses 38 and 42, and it talks about Martha and Mary and how Martha was the one that was so busy with preparations in the kitchen, and Mary was just sitting at the feet of Jesus, listening to all his teachings and what he had to share with them that day. So with that, I want to go into with how my world, and I'm assuming everybody else, how it got flipped upside down in March because of the COVID-19. Everything changed. We had, some of us lost our jobs, or our hours were cut. Not only the jobs, it affected even the children with their school, not being able to attend school, and also with just the grocery stores. Walking into grocery stores is a totally different thing, and at that time in March, everything was chaotic, and there was a lot of confusion and frustration. And for me, it was a lot of juggling, because I already juggle with the fact that I have to take care of my home, and then we homeschool. So there's already that load that I have. And then with COVID-19, all the additional things that we had to do, as far as a different way of sanitizing things. If you walked into a store, you have to spray Lysol or whatever. But it was frustrating, and it was really, really hard for me to adjust to an all of a sudden change. And my husband would tell me to just trust God with the whole deal. But as I am, sometimes I just focus on what I see in the natural, and I struggle with really just looking forward and seeing God in it. So I start to just panic and just try to figure things out, and disregard the words of my husband, which is not good. And so it just caused me to fall into just being frustrated. Even going to the grocery store, I would cry if I had to go to the store, because I hated to walk into a store, because I felt like I was walking into a whole bunch of germs, and what was I going to do? I couldn't even just come home. I had to hurry up and get home and get in the shower, clean all the products. And so it was, I was taking it very, very hard for myself and trying to keep my family safe. And so I kind of feel, or I felt like Martha, because I was trying to take care of all the things that needed to be taken care of, and I was losing focus of putting my eyes on the Lord. And one of the things that I wanted to share was that, and also the fact that we tend to, or at least I tend to, just focus on what is in the natural, and the Lord's calling me to see the supernatural. So he was calling me to take my eyes off of the things that were taking place, and to look to him, and to just trust him with it. And that's where I just want y'all to see that we're not perfect. We all struggle with different things, and with this COVID-19, this coronavirus, I'm sure a lot of us were affected in different ways, and trying to manage our homes and our businesses, or just keeping our whole selves together. And the fact that we don't get to gather at the church, or at least we didn't get to up until 2 weeks ago, but it's hard not being able to see everyone's faces, and to be able to share some time with one another. So the Lord just called me to just look at him and forget about the circumstance, that he would take care of me, and to just trust him. And I just want y'all to to be encouraged that, yes, we do at times fall in the fact that we lose sight of who God is because we see the struggle around us. But just know that the Lord is there and He's waiting, and He wants to spend some time with you, and He wants to just nurture you and bless you with His presence and with His word, and to meditate in His word, and just to trust Him. And that's the key, is to trust Him in all that is taking place. And whatever the future holds, we really don't know what exactly is going to go back to the way it used to be. Are we going to be able to have fellowships? Are we going to be able to sit and gather at the same table without having to be 6 feet apart? I don't know. But I do know that the Lord wants us to just trust Him and to just lean on Him, just as not necessarily because I was a Martha and be like Mary. I need to be more seeking God like Mary did, and look to Him in all that I do, and just trust Him. And that's the word of encouragement that I want to leave you. And hopefully I will get to see some more faces this coming Sunday as we gather at the church. And if you're not able to gather in big groups, most of you guys know me, and a lot of you know that I like to go and hang out and drink some coffee. So if it's just to have a fellowship with just a chat, to pray, or to just be an encouragement to one another, and if you just want to call me and just get together and we can have a cup of coffee, or just have a little conversation, a little chatting time. But just know that we're here and we're available to pray and just to encourage you. And just know that you are loved, you are cared for, and that God understands even when we struggle. He knows that we're not perfect, but in spite of all of that, He loves us. And I just wanted to encourage you with that. God bless you.